So I've been sitting here staring at my TV screen, right? And I'm thinking, man, Port Charles is about to catch on fire. And not like a literal fire, though Lord knows we've had enough of those at the Metro Court, but like a everything you know is a lie kind of fire. We got to talk about Willow. We got to talk about Michael. And we got to talk about that poor kid Wiley, who's basically been a human ping pong ball since he was in diapers. Listen, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I've been watching GH since I was a literal kid, sitting on my grandma's plastic-covered sofa in the middle of a humid afternoon. And this latest chatter, this idea that Willow is about to drop a truth bomb that Michael is not the daddy, it's got my brain doing backflips. Like legit Olympic level gymnastics. You remember how it went down, right? Nell, that crazy, manipulative, gorgeous mess, she died. But did she really? Nobody stays dead in this town unless they're buried in concrete. And then there was that whole baby swap. Brad and Lucas. Man, they were just trying to be dads. But Brad's got that I can't stop lying itch, you know? He swapped Nell's kid with Willow's. Except, wait. The story we got told was that Willow's baby, the real Jonah, Wiley, died of SIDS, and that Michael's baby was the one who lived. But what if that's a bunch of malarkey? What if the writers have been playing us like a cheap fiddle for years? See, I was thinking about Willow lately. She's been looking real, I don't know, secretive is the word? She's got that look in her eyes like she's holding a hand of cards and she knows she's got the ace of spades hidden up her sleeve. And here's where my analysis gets a bit messy. I think she went and did it. She went behind Michael's back. She got that DNA kit. Maybe she did it at GH when she was working a shift just swiping a swab when nobody was looking. It's easy to be sneaky when you're a nurse, I guess. And the results? Yo, I think Michael is going to be crushed. Like Carly finding out Sonny slept with Nina levels of crushed. If Wiley is actually Shiloh's kid, and we all remember Shiloh, that creepy cult leader who looked like he smelt like patchouli and bad intentions, and if Willow is the mama, then the baby who died, that was Michael and Nell's. Imagine that for a second. The Quartermain hair is actually a ghost, and the kid Michael has been tucking in at night and reading Goodnight Moon to is the spawn of the man who tormented his wife. That's dark. That's I need a drink at the Savoy kind of dark. And honestly, I'm here for it because the drama, it's been a bit stale lately. We need a shake-up. We need Willow to stop being Saint Willow for 5 seconds and just be a mama who wants her actual flesh and blood back. I mean, think about the legalities of it. If Michael isn't the father, he's got zero claim. Zip, nada. Willow could just walk. She could take Wiley and say, peace out, Quartermains. I'm taking my son and we're going to find a life that doesn't involve your family's endless vendettas and ELQ boardroom drama. But she won't, because it's a soap. She'll probably end up crying in the chapel for 6 episodes first. Sometimes I wonder, why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we watch these people suffer? I guess it's because their lives make ours look normal. Like, at least I don't have to worry about my dead ex-girlfriend swapping my baby with a cult leader's kid. That's a win in my book. But, okay, let's get back to the analysis. If I'm Willow and I get that paper, that DNA paper, and it says 0% match for Michael, my heart would just, it would, you know, like when you drop your phone and you're afraid to pick it up because you know the screen is shattered. That's her life, shattered. And Michael, man, Michael is going to go full angry Quartermain. He's going to blame everyone. He'll blame Brad again. He'll probably find a way to blame Sonny. He might even blame the ghost of Shiloh. But the truth is, it's just the cruel hand of fate. Or the writer's room getting a wild hair up there. Anyway, I've seen people online saying, oh, Willow would never do that to Michael. And I'm like, honey, have you met a human being, especially a mother? If there's even a 1% chance that her dead baby is actually alive and sitting across from her at the breakfast table eating Cheerios, she's going to find out. She's going to dig until her fingernails bleed. And Shiloh, just saying the name makes my skin crawl. He was such a creepzoid. The way he manipulated Dawn of Day, it was some real life scary stuff, you know? And for Wiley to be his legacy, that's a heavy burden for a kid. It's like finding out your dad was Darth Vader but without the cool suit and the lightsaber. Just a guy in a vest who liked to brand women. Yikes. But there's an educational angle here, right? I mean, if we look at the psychology of it, the trauma of the baby swap never really went away. It just went dormant like a volcano. And now, boom, lava everywhere. It shows how secrets in a family, they're like mold. You can paint over them, but they're still there, eating away at the foundation until the whole house comes down. I feel for Michael. I really do. He's tried so hard to be the good guy, the stable one, but he's always getting kicked in the teeth by life. And Nell, oh, Nell. Wherever she is, probably sipping a mojito and a fake mustache in some tropical hideaway, she's laughing, she's cackling, because even from the grave, she's still ruining Michael's life. She's a legend, honestly. A terrible, horrible, no good legend. I'm thinking about that scene, the one where Willow finally tells him she'll probably be wearing one of those soft sweaters she always wears, looking all fragile, and then she'll just drop the bomb. Michael, I did a test. Wiley, he's mine, but he's not yours. The silence. The Port Charles silence where you can hear a pin drop and the dramatic music starts to swell in the background. Dun, dun, dun. And then what does Willow go for full custody? I mean, she'd be crazy not to. Michael is great and all, but if he's not the dad, he's just a guy who's been living with her kid. It changes everything. The holidays, the school pickups, the who gets to decide if he gets braces stuff. It's going to be a mess. A big, beautiful soap opera mess. And let's talk about the fans. The Milo fans are going to be rioting. They want their couple to be happy and have a normal life with their kids. But come on, this is General Hospital. Normal left town back in the 70s and never looked back. If you want normal, go watch a documentary about grass growing. We want the gut punches. We want the DNA tests. We want the I'm not the father moments. It's like, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about the past, about Lucas and Brad. Remember how much we rooted for them? And then Brad he just couldn't help himself. He was like a kid with a secret he knew he shouldn't have, but it was too shiny to give up. And now we're seeing the ripples of that choice all these years later. It's crazy how one lie can just travel through time, catching more and more people in its web. I guess the lesson is, don't swap babies. Seems like a pretty easy lesson to follow, but apparently not in Port Charles. But back to Willow. I think she's been playing the long game. Maybe she suspected it since her leukemia battle. Maybe something about the bone marrow or the blood types didn't add up, and she kept it in a little box in her mind until she was strong enough to deal with it. And now she's strong. She's a survivor. She's a mother who knows her truth. I'm kind of rooting for her to just go full mama bear, take the kid, get away from the Quartermain shadow. Those people are exhausting. Always fighting over a company that seems to only have 4 employees and a lobby to move to Bensonhurst. Move to a farm. Just take Wiley and run. But Michael, poor, sweet, slightly boring Michael, his world is his family. And if Wiley isn't family in the blood sense, what does he have left? His revenge plots against Sonny? Those are getting a bit tired, if we're being honest. I wonder if Nella knew. I bet she did. I bet she knew all along and she was just waiting for the perfect moment to reveal it, but then she fell off a cliff. Typical Nell. Always over dramatic. Anyway, I'm just rambling now, but I really think we're on the verge of something huge. A shift in the show's DNA, literally. And if I'm right, man, I'm going to be shouting, "I told you so," from the rooftops, or at least from my couch. The thing about soaps is they mirror our own lives, but with the volume turned up to 11, we all have secrets. Maybe not your baby is actually a cult leader's son secrets, but we have stuff we hide. We have things that keep us up at night. And seeing Willow face this, it's kind of empowering in a weird, twisted way. She's taking control of her narrative. She's not letting Michael's truth be her truth anymore. And and Wiley, that kid is going to need so much therapy when he grows up. Well, Doc, it started when I was swapped at birth. Then my bio mum died. Then my bio dad turned out to be a cult leader. And my dad was actually just my mum's boyfriend. He's going to be the therapist's favorite client. He's going to pay for that therapist's beach house. I'm looking forward to the fallout. I want to see Carly's face when she finds out. I want to see Sonny's reaction. Will he offer to handle the situation? Probably. Sonny handles everything with a grimace and a trip to the coffee warehouse. But this is Willow's story. It's her time to shine or her time to blow everything up. Either way, I'm buckled in. I've got my popcorn. I've got my theories. And I've got a feeling that Port Charles is never going to be the same. You know, it's funny. I remember when Wiley was just a tiny bundle and we all thought we knew the story. We were so sure. He's Michael's son. He's a Quartermain. He's the future. But that's the beauty of it. In a soap, the future is never written in stone. It's written in disappearing ink. And Willow. She's the one with the black light. She's showing us what's really there. And it's messy. And it's complicated. And it's exactly why we keep tuning in day after day, year after year. So, what do you guys think? Is Willow right to do this? Is she being a hero or a villain? I think she's just being a mother. And in the world of General Hospital, that's the most powerful thing you can be, even if it means breaking the heart of the man you love. Man, I need a nap. All this speculating is exhausting, but I'll be there tomorrow at 2 p.m, ready for the next chapter, ready for the next twist, ready for the next time Michael Quartermain realizes that his life is basically a giant prank played by the universe. Stay tuned, y'all. It's gonna get bumpy, like driving a car into the harbor, bumpy. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Peace out and keep watching, because you never know when the next DNA test is gonna change everything. Seriously, everyone in Port Charles should just get a DNA test every Tuesday as a precaution. It would save so much trouble. But then we wouldn't have a show, would we? Anyway, I'm done for now. Catch you on the flip side. Also, can we talk about Nina's outfits lately? No, actually, let's save that for next time. I've got thoughts, big thoughts. But Wiley. Wiley is the priority today. That poor, sweet, complicated kid. Hang in there, little buddy. Your mum is coming for you. It's just so crazy, right? The way life, or at least soap life, works. You think you've got it all figured out, and then bam, a nurse with a secret and a swab proves you wrong. Okay, I'm really stopping now. I think I've said enough. Maybe too much? Nah, there's no such thing as too much when it comes to GH spoilers. Bye!